So welcome back. Listen, if you have not liked the broadcast, please do. All right. You don't even have to like me. But at least like the broadcast to show that you are here. And then if we see any Abobaku or any Ronuku that is trying to cause a nuisance here, you know what to do. There are people with spanners, okay? Because most of them have always been like shouting people down. So sometimes they will be asking you dumb and stupid questions because they all know that maybe the generality of Nigerians are either too poor to even comprehend what this means, all right? Or they are too involved to accept the damages what this means as well. Or they are pure enablers who would rather pretend that this is not happening, living in denial. Okay, but to everyone else, I know that we were all raised to live in fear. In fact, it's considered when we were growing up never to question there are people that you are not supposed to question in Nigeria. Those who are older than you, those who are in the position of authority, and those who are rich. If you question them, it is almost like an abomination. So that is why when people come around and try to say they are worried, don't worry about me. Please, 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 please. I am worried for me. And that is why I can't keep quiet. Whether this is effective or not, don't worry. You should be worried about your lives and yourselves. Okay? So the publicly available information is meant to be given enough voice because we don't know if this is all some people actually need to be spurred into action. Okay, don't worry about me. They can't do anything to me. Nothing. They cannot do anything to me. I'm saying that publicly now. But there's more they can do to me and you, even without touching us, that can actually really, really destroy us when these guys continue to hold power in that contraption. That is why you should be worried about them. Don't worry about me. Here, hello.
Yes, my boss.
Pablo, Baba.
That's me. How are you today?
I'm very well. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad.
Right.
You've dropped another one. We're in big trouble. Big trouble.
Tell me about it.
If for anyone that's asking stupid questions about, where's your evidence and all that nonsense, they're just being pretentious. They know you can see the writing on the wall. It's obvious to a blind man that this guy has been compromised from the start.
Honestly.
You published it when I think it was in November. When you put it on there, I've still got a link on my phone that has all the reports on there. So anyone that's messaging and saying, "Oh, do you have evidence?" is either being deliberately ignorant,
I know,
or is working for these people and just trying to waste our time. But what they don't realize is this platform isn't that kind of platform.
No.
Where people just come and ask stupid questions and think,
And we don't manufacture lies just because we want to be seen to be talking.
No.
The evidence is there. No. So nobody should deny their existence. And if they are denying, we'll keep flaunting it in front of everybody. Look at it, read it. Yourself, check it out.
Absolutely. And there's one thing that I appreciate that you always do. You always call out this criminal and drug dealer every time.
Yes.
You always mention it. And, that's one thing we should not forget. Because, the history of Nigeria has shown that, they've lied to us and they keep repeating it. And then all of a sudden it becomes fact.
But
it's not.
Want us to take them as facts.
Exactly, but it's not. And the implication of this, if Nigerians won't react, that's their problem. It's down to them. But the far-reaching implication of this is which world leader would want to see to be seen with this drug dealer, with an asset, with a CIA asset?
You can sit in the same room with him to discuss the critical national security of both countries. Who would sit in the same room with this guy when they don't know who he's going to be talking to after that?
Exactly, and you wonder why there hasn't been any investments in Nigeria since he took over. That's pretty obvious to everybody else. It's pretty obvious that there's
Nigeria. Where are they now? Everyone is quiet now. Very quiet, solo.
Michael, when this whole thing kicked off, when Atiku was running to the courts and all this nonsense, they knew what this guy was about when he was being hounded by Gani Fawayimi
back then.
They knew everything and they kept quiet because it didn't affect them. But that's the thing about when you try to ignore what's staring you in the face and kick the can down the road, you forget that somewhere down the line you're going to meet that can, and you have to deal with it.
Now he's the president of Nigeria. What can they do now?
It's crazy, absolutely crazy. You can't make it up. You can't even imagine it. We're in big trouble in that country. It's not only about drug dealing. Now it's just you've got a compromised figure as the president of Nigeria,
the most populous and the biggest black nation on earth,
and a disgrace to the black nation as well, to the blacks. The other thing I want to add, I think his wife, he has replaced his wife now because he's now the rat, isn't he? So I think because he's the main rat in the whole thing. Because he's ratting on Nigeria and ratting on everybody else.
Spying on everybody, snitching on them, and God knows the level of that kind of damages. I mean, that is going to be or amount to at the end of it all when he's done.
As you pointed out, why as a country like Nigeria, how can we cause a national threat to America? How? Tell me how.
I understand too. I don't.
So obviously they're privy to things that he's done or they've made him do in the past that's going to implicate them. That's why, Jesus, man. Oh, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble.
Let me take another one, man. We will keep putting it out there. And if there's anybody that should, be worried or who we should be worried for, we should be worried for ourselves and our children.
For ourselves, let nobody worry about my God. My God, he knows what he's doing.
Actually, kind of have whatever is coming for him, and some of us probably we are aware of what could come for us. But what about those of you who feel like keeping quiet, hiding your face, and all of that?
Burying heads in the sand. Yeah, no. Thank you, boss. I'll
You stay safe.
You take care, bro.
You have a good one.
You too.
Cheers, man.
Take care.
Cheers,
bye.
You too. So I have another caller, and I think this is Ahmed. Hello. Naoni.
Lafiya kalau ya kake kana lafiya?
Lafiya kalau Mandala.
Yawa.
Thank you so much, Baba. Please.
Sannu da aiki.
Lafiya kalau.
Yawa, you say yawa, you say good, you say yawa.
Okay.
Yawa. I say well done. Good job, well done.
Thanks, Baba. Always.
I don't really have much to say. I was just reading the comment because I came late actually. So I was just reading the comment and I seen someone who was Andrew Milder who said, we like what you do, my ego, this, that, exposing bastard. I live in the US, I'm a paralegal. Man, we don't know how long you've been here, but bro, if you know what they talk about when they say freedom of expression, this is freedom of expression.
That's right.
Nobody we enter go office. Nobody might go enter their office, go pull and come out from their office. So if they don't want it to be online, they will never put it out there for people to see or for people to be able to access it. You understand? So I don't understand when some people try to they call them fearmongers, Abi. They try to like put fears in people, say this, say that. Look, we are living free. No be Nigeria we dey wey be
You
say
get?
go carry something come out, somebody go begin hunt you, won't finish you. That one no dey happen.
No,
So my
totally. That's why
even
I'm like, people
not
should worry
it
for
no fit happen.
themselves.
It no
They are
fit
worrying
happen
for my
because
ego.
me,
Mhm.
someone will say, we love you, we do this, but I live in the US. Kinikan, don't enter the USBs. US for only Kini. Them say they know they support wetin dey happen. Now, no be here all of us dey. We know dey see wetin dey happen.
Uh-huh.
If our own place good, we no go leave our own place, begin come everywhere like this. So when we see something and it's alarming and we raise alarm, we self talk about them. I mean, what's bad about it? There's nothing bad about it. You talking about stuffs like that. So you're trying to put fear in who, how,
I did
for what?
try to possibly just correct a lot of them. You know, something I observed, which over time, right, is the fact
Yeah.
that majority of people, they usually say, you know what, Mayegun, just, you know, for your own safety, right? Don't talk about this one, talk about that one. It's actually, it's not because they love me, oh. It's not because they care about me, oh. It is mostly
Because they
because
don't
they
want you
believe
to
that
touch
no,
their
they
civil
want me.
rights.
No, they want me to stop talking about something that they have possibly vested interest in, or the fear that they have over themselves, projecting same. Sure, you get now? Like
Of course.
if they should, they may come for you. They may can come, Papa. Let them come. They won't be. It won't be you. They will come for. It will be my ego.
Exactly.
But the thing is that whatever is already said can't be taken back.
Exactly.
You get?
All die now.
So if you are so scared to speak your mind and you are projecting that same fear on somebody else, so last, who wins?
My ego, you see, there is something we used to say, there are some people that they left Nigeria, but Nigeria never left
Now.
them. It is the same thing. These are the kind of people that if they are in Nigeria, they will be seeing white, they will call it black because they don't want to get in trouble. They don't want stuff like this to hit them because they feel like and that's the problem that's
One even
happening
said
in
that
Nigeria.
the Tinubu may ask them to extradite me. I was like, really?
Extradite
That would be interesting. Let's
who they
try
want
it.
extradite. Oh yeah, really. But that's so easy to extradite people. It be like people don't even know, like you don't know what where you're right. I mean, you need to go and study well how your right works. Forget to you need to go and study well how your right works. Somebody will not just wake up one day say they won't be on. What did you say? Everything that you say on your platform, Maego, it is something that somehow it is out there,
Already.
but you try to go pull it out. Like let's emphasize on these things. Let's talk about it more so that it can go viral, so that people can understand. Like you break it down bit by bit for people to understand, because many of us see papers like this, stuff like this online, but like we don't actually like take our time to read, understand what he's saying, and like teach ourselves, okay, this is what they are doing to us. This is maybe because we think we have other things to do, so we don't really have much time. That's why some of us will just come around here, like listen to this, and once we see one, what I've seen this paper or this thing somewhere. That means me self, now go back, go. Then you said that is when you now go back and now start digging, start reading more. Now understand that also this thing where I see. So now, oh Lord,
it's deep.
they don't finish. You understand? So it's not as if it is something that my ego is as Yahoo they do their thing, they will first go enter place, pull something, come up by force,
And
all
it's
these
not a thing
kinds
to say I was hacking into the CIA or hacking into the
exactly.
FBI back end and then pulling out a document. These are publicly
Exactly.
available documents. So the fear of it is pretty much like the way we were brought up. It's not even about
so you guys should understand that
it's about how we were brought up, projecting fear.
Yes. So you guys should understand that my ego is just trying to make you pay attention more to things like this, not because of saying go find the document from any. No, it's just making all of us here to pay more attention, because a lot of people don't pay attention. They just what's going on in Nigeria? Dollar don't rise, this thing don't go up, food, share, rice, kinikon, all those kind of things. It's not all about that. There are other things that you guys don't see. But these things will later, it will really hit us hard, which we need to pay attention, because when it comes, we know, okay, this is something we've seen before. And I mean, we can know how to manage it when it comes, when everything comes crashing and stuff like that. You understand?
Anyway,
so that's just what I have to say.
Thank you.
So
For adding
I think Allah taimaka, Allah ya baka sa'a.
Thank you. You have a good
I say may God help you.
Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. Okay. You have a good one yourself. Right? So indeed, I am not new to fear mongering. Okay. I read them, and most of the time I just ignore them. Okay. You won't be the one to tell me how dangerous the likes of Tinubu and people around him out there. Okay. And somehow, somebody like myself is maybe not as some of you will see it too. I will run into that supposed trouble, and the trouble will run away from me. Okay. So there's something I have come to realize. Majority of us who don't want some of the exposés on these criminals. Number one, it is due to how you were brought up. Then number two, some of you are not really, like I've said it many times on this platform, not many of you really like all this bad. Not many of you actually don't like these bad behaviors or this act of criminality by these criminals in power in Nigeria. It's not everybody that is against it. What majority of you don't really like is that if you are not the ones benefiting from that criminality, then you are likely going to agree with Mayegu. That's why you like to cherry pick. And I'll keep reminding you, all right? Don't claim that you love me more than me, all right? Don't, because you don't. You don't love me more than me, okay? Don't feel so worried for me, because you see, Nigeria is a place where we love to talk about the problems. Oh, we love to talk about Nigeria. Nobody where you go ask about Nigeria problem that won't tell you convincingly about Nigeria problems. But where some of them always draw the line is when they begin to actually mention the names of those behind the problems. That's where people will be like, what did you, And you know, somebody like myself, I have been in this now for a while. I have. And I can see through some of the people's hypocrisy. That's why I said Nigerians are not cowards. Well, many Nigerians are actually not cowards. They are hypocrites. Okay? When they react to something, if Nigeria says, this thing is very bad, how can you do that? When you look at the background, you will see that their reaction is mostly coming from their own biases. Some will react because the person involved is not from their tribe or not from their religion. Here you get. So they will react in a way that you think they care so much. Now, if similar thing happen elsewhere, they will be so unconcerned. Not the same reaction. And I am not like that. So that is why I have told you many times, okay, you can't love me more than me. I love myself and I love my own safety very, very much. And I won't compromise it. But when I share something with you, right, it is now left for you. You know, it's left to you possibly on how you deal with it or how you handle it. Okay? You will never love me more than me. And as for Tinubu and his gang, I have said this many times. The only thing I won't do is to go into that contraption and put myself at their mercy where they can do anything. But outside that contraption, Let them come. Hello.
Baba, the Mayegun,
Yes,
the
sir.
general,
How are you?
I'm fine, oh Baba. It's Tokwe Babalola from Canada.
Oh, Topsy Baba, thank you so much. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. Baba, ẹ jẹ́ kó máa bọ̀ wá, kò sí kan tán fi tán lè fi
Exactly.
kò sí kan tán lè fi ṣẹ̀wọ̀n ẹ̀.
It's wrong.
Wọ́n lè fẹ́ ní ìdíje.
That is
Kò
it.
sí kan tán máa ṣe bàbá. Kò
You
sí o.
get. So the only time they have a control over me or will have any little kind of close opportunity over me is if I have to buy my ticket and go into the contraption, then I'm at their mercy. But outside that place,
There is bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Kò tí ẹ̀ sí kan tó máa ṣe yín lórúkọ Jésù. Ọlọ́run máa dáàbò bò yín bàbá. Kò sí kan tó máa ṣe yín.
Thank you, Baba.
Mo ní kí n dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ lénìí ni o.
Please, so.
The general, presently, we have to realize that it is only we Africans that can actually help ourselves out of the problem we find ourselves.
Tell them.
The first world country, they play people like America, Europe, and all that. Before they can help you, they have to see what is in need for them. And presently, with the situation of all African countries, it benefits them. It benefits the first world country. So if you are benefiting from a particular system or situation, why would you go against it?
No.
Donald Trump said something. He said, Nigeria is a self-inflicted poverty nation. That they just love to be poor and to be suffering. Because he has seen the potentials, everything that they have. I'm telling you today, with the present situation of Africa, if they are to vacate every African nation, like every country, and move them to Europe, and move the Europe to Africa, within 6 months, they will be collecting visa to go back to Africa because they will ruin the European system.
It's just
to tell you,
it's just how backward they have made us, Agi.
Yes, because it is a state capture, Baba. Wọ́n fi ṣẹ́kẹ́ṣẹkẹ̀ sí ẹ lọ́wọ́, wọ́n fi ṣẹ́kẹ́ṣẹkẹ̀ sí ẹ lẹ́sẹ̀, oúnjẹ àpáta. Ṣẹ́ni tán bẹ́ lórí ṣó tún jẹnu wúyẹ́ ni. They have captured the whole system. So no matter what we say, it's not effective. Nígbà tí wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ riot, tí Akpabio ní let them be rioting, will be enjoying, they will be partying. And it's the truth. Nigerians are on the street rioting. Our senators are in Naikonuga and eating with girlfriends while we are rioting on the street. That is the reality. So if we think that anything is going to happen differently, it's never going to happen. I told my wife, I said, 1,000 OB will not solve Nigerian problem because it will never be allowed to solve it or to get to that position. But 1,000 Showore in Nigeria, 1,000 Delefaro TV in Nigeria, 1,000 Very Dark Man and people like that are ready to lay down their life will solve Nigerian problem, Baba. These are people that are ready to confront the situation. They are not preaching about business as usual again. Business as usual is not going to get us anywhere.
No.
Nigerians have to